right? Okay, good evening, everyone. My goodness, Monday, October 14th, the Monday after the big launch. Woo-wee, I'm telling you, it's been a long 8 weeks. And, finally got here for you guys to be able to have your products on the way. Some of you, I know that you've ordered and I know that you have gotten your tracking information, and I don't know exactly when it's going to be here. But first of all, number one, thank you for being on tonight, because I know it's a lot to get on these calls. But second, I'm asking you guys to please document what happens when you take a video of you unboxing it, your excitement, all of that. That's going to help you. I'm not asking you to do that for me. I'm asking you to do that for you. The more you document, the more excitement you create, the more people are going to be attracted to this. Now, I will tell you that if you would have been in the room that I was in over the weekend, you would be blown away at all of the science, all of the testimonials, and everything that they have kept quiet up to this point. I am so glad they did. But, my belief will never be tested at all here. We do have something that no one else has. And I know a lot of people say that, but this is not hype, you guys. It is a patent pending product. And so it does activate your GLP-1. And I don't know if you have had a chance to look at the studies, but you really need to. Even if you don't understand science very well, you need to read into that. This product activates your GLP-1. I shared Kim Kobinski's post today that went into the GLP-1 group, and it talked about all of those different things and what it does beyond weight loss. And that's what I want you to understand, and how well it works with our activators. And so all of these things coupled together, guys, is what makes it so important. You're right. The ingredients alone are awesome. So, but what you need to understand is this has been a long time in the making. And I will tell you, this is another activator. So there are really good products out there. I'm not here to say anything bad about anybody else's products other than pharmaceuticals, because I think those are not good for you. Those agonists are just not good. I don't know about any of the other products. I just know that they're not what we have. Okay. They may be a good product. I do know that they don't do everything that we do. So I'm not here to be the one to say, that doesn't work, because that's not who I am. I've never been that way. When people ask me about other products, I'm honest with them and I say, I don't know anything about those products. And I don't need to know anything about those products, because I'm not going to switch from this. I've already experienced it. I know what it's doing. I know the science behind it. And again, the synergy that goes along with everything else that I'm doing. That is hugely important to me. I don't want to anymore have to pick from here and here and here. Now, granted, there are some things that we don't have that I would probably take a look at. But if it's anything like what our products do, I'm not even going to look at it, because I know where I'm going. And I feel that when I'm using all of these products together and they're designed to work this way together, that's enough for me. Now, for you guys, that's your own decision to make. I'm not here to try to sway you one way or another. I hope you understand that, because I think we need to be respectful of each other and of, everybody's ability to choose whatever you want. Okay, I think we've got somebody unmuted here. So if you guys could just make sure you're muted. And I promise, if anybody wants to talk here in a little bit, I'm going to let you. Okay, I knew this was going to happen. The products, it's going to sell out. This first phase is going to sell out. And they really, on every call, I'm like, I hope you guys have enough, only simply because I knew that if it does everything that they claimed it was going to do, everybody was going to want to be on this. Are you guys hearing that background noise? I think I got it. Okay, I think I got it. So anyway, I just want to reiterate how important it is that so much, all of the other things. And again, those of us that have been on it, why it's selling out. Okay. That doesn't happen to something that doesn't have validation to it. Now, for me, I knew the ingredients. Okay. I am not going to put just any old thing in my body, even if it's from LifeVantage. If it is not going to add value to me and it could mess me up, I'm not doing it. And I flat told Dr. Brett Brimhall, I said, I went into this saying if it was going to mess up my digestive health, because I knew a lot of GLP-1 products do that and they alter that, I wasn't going to do it. And I said, I don't care how good it was, I wasn't going to do it. Well, what I found is it didn't alter it at all. It has stayed the same, maybe a little better. And I didn't know if that could be possible. So I'm so glad I stayed on it because of all of the things and all of the things that I know are going to happen to me. And now as I'm 60, heading into a little bit more age. So I want you guys to, when you get a chance, and I haven't even had a chance to do it, to take time to go into the website and click on all of the information that's there and really delve into it, because it is fabulous. And to sit there and listen to these doctors, and I think that you guys know that over half of the consultant base in LifeVantage are medical professionals. And I call them wellness professionals instead of illness professionals. And you know that because there's a lot of holistic people. Again, people who are not going to direct people the pharmaceutical way and so on. And we have seen way too many stories, I guess, seen and heard way too many stories of what these products have done for people to ever shake our belief and think that anything pharmaceutical would be something we would need. Now, listen, you guys, that's not to say that medicine does have its place. I'm not saying that. But if we can be proactive and do these kinds of things this way, and activate, again, this is activating that GLP-1. It's not just supporting it, it is activating your own. What happens when that happens? I don't know. That's, again, I want you guys documenting everything, because I think you're going to be mind blown at the things that you recognize about yourself. But more so, I think the people in your life are going to recognize those things. I spent most of the weekend crying, and I'm not a big ball baby. I was just so emotional, and I still get emotional thinking about this, of how this is going to change the dynamic of so many families, because I know so many people are stressed right now. I know there's a lot of depression. I know there's a lot of anxiety. And I know what happens when that GLP-1 hormone is on fire and running on all cylinders. I know what that does for people's mental health. I know what that does for all of those things. And I just think about, I'm sitting here looking at my grandson right now, my granddaughter, and I'm thinking life for children who are in a home where there's just so much anxiety and stress is hard. It's hard to be a little kid anymore. And all of that, a lot of that stuff goes down to the children. And I just think when these parents are happier and feeling better, that's going to resonate into these families. And we're going to break that cycle we're just going to break the cycle that we all know is happening. Okay. And so to me, I don't know. That's what I see. Weight loss, great. People are going to lose weight. They're going to. It's going to happen, whether you want it to or not. I will tell you, in the last 8 weeks, I have changed 2 things. I think y'all have heard me say this. I have not hardly worked out compared to what I normally do, because I have been too busy working my ass off. I'm saying this out loud to make sure that you guys had everything you needed for this launch, to make sure that you had everything you needed to give information to your people. And for me too. I've done that for me, and we did it all for all of LifeVantage, and I have no regrets. But I didn't work out normally the way I usually do. And I also didn't eat as clean as I normally do. And I wasn't regimented. I wasn't as hydrated, and all the things that should have sent me backwards. And I'm still forward. I got home from this weekend and I got on the scale and I'm down another 2 pounds. And my clothes are loose. And so your body, this is what I'm going to put this in a nutshell, you guys. Your body is so smart. I have been a weight loss coach, helper for years. Okay, for 12 years at least that I've been in this respect. Plus I was a health teacher in high school. I know what good nutrition takes. I've done it before. You saw in 75 Hard, I didn't take anything different. I just changed up my diet the way I knew I needed to, and so on, and exercised, and look what happened. Okay, so I do know what that needs to be, but that was kind of hard, and that was regimented, and I really had to change my lifestyle. Guess what happens when you activate your GLP-1? Your body, when that hormone is activated, it knows what it needs to do for your body. Here all along, I always thought I knew what I needed to do for my body. I activated that hormone again, and now my body is doing what it knows it needs to do. So I am losing weight or losing fluff in places I haven't had, even when I did 75 hard. You know, this area underneath my stomach and above my pubic bone, that gets, I'm telling you, you know what I'm talking about if you're a woman. That's where I'm noticing. I mean, my panties, I don't want to share too much information, but that's where I'm gonna have to go buy new ones. Okay. And again, this is all, even in my legs, that's the last place I lose. They're never thin. And that's where I am noticing so much. And again, I have not been walking hardly, like 15 minutes a day, twice a day is about what I've been doing just to get those 2 minimum workouts in. I'm telling you. So that is my goal now that I've done this for 8 weeks. So I can tell you, I didn't change anything, but what should have hurt me, I'm going to start working out again. I will tell you what happens. It has like melted all of the fat around my muscles. So they're popping and I'm not doing anything. If you saw my pictures, you can start to see my abs again. Trust me, I'm not doing sit-ups and things. I can't wait till I do because I want to feel strong. It's not that I feel weak, but I want to feel strong. In the study, I want you all to know that there was 100% of the people had zero muscle loss, zero. So they did all of the body scans and everything. And that's, you know, somebody said, well, how do you know that? Well, it's that they measured all of those things. So again, you really need to take a look at the studies. I want you to understand, guys, we are not in the convincing business. We're not in the competing business. We're called consultants for a reason. We're consulting with people. We're providing education and information. Let them make that decision. Share the information that you have and surrender the outcome. Because you do not have to defend what you have, that it is that good. I'm just telling you, it is that good. You do not have to over exaggerate anything. You know, that is one of the things that they talked about in the meetings. They said, we want people to come to LifeVantage. We want more consultants, but we don't want people who just want to make money. We don't want people who are chasing the dollar. We want people who are really looking to change people's lives. They said, so you can pick the people. The nice thing about direct sales is you can pick the people that you work with. And they said, pick wisely. We want good people here. And so while they want the company to grow, they don't want it to be just a mass influx of people who are just trying to make money. That gives me, I've always felt that way here, but I loved hearing them say that out loud. As much as they want to grow the company, they want to grow it with integrity because that's what we have. I am here to tell you guys, this is not the last activator. And I just keep thinking, how could it get better? How could it get better? So all of this to say, you guys, it's amazing. Now, we do know that the products are going to sell out the first round. I know that. I don't know if you saw that I posted from Kristen Cunningham, what she posted or what she said today. They are projected to sell out. We still have product, but they're projected to sell out. So anybody who's choosing to do this now, you guys, really encourage them to order 2 months worth. And I know that there's some people who can't swing this, but I want you to be completely transparent and honest with them and tell them there is a possibility, a very good possibility, that when you go to order next month, it's going to be on back order and you're going to have a disruption in your days. So try to get 2 months worth. And then they say, then make sure that they're on subscription with that in their subscription so that when the next order batch comes through, they will be first priority. They'll fill all subscriptions before they sell to people who haven't gotten in on a subscription yet. Are you hearing me on that? Everybody clear on that? So you order the 2 and then make sure you get on subscription. And if your subscription is set for November 5th, it's going to be back ordered by then. But as soon as it comes in, then they'll ship that. And I think what they're going to do, and I wish they wouldn't do this, but they're going to probably go ahead and charge people and then ship it when it comes in. I have asked them, please don't do that, but I don't like that, you know, but I'm not the one that makes the decisions, but I am telling you for my perspective, I don't think that's a good idea, but I can't make that decision. Okay. And there's only so much I could do. I sent out a very heartfelt, very from the heart message to the CEO and CSO today, and I said, please don't do that. So I think that they probably will consider that, but they just had to make some big choices or big decisions right away. I really think they are trying to amp up and expedite the delivery of the second batch and then again the third. And so I think it will come sooner. If you need to go, honey, you can. I think that it will be quicker than what they thought. They thought about 7 weeks, but that was 7 weeks from last Friday, okay, or Saturday. So, you know, people are going to start getting it. I just want you to know that. But for the most part, I think almost everybody in our organization, I really think that most people have gone back in and ordered another one, because we have been very clear with our messages. And so you just need to be honest with people. And if they think that, you know, they can't really afford to, I would just encourage them to say, you know what we have done leading up to this is we've told them to get activated on Gut Health Essentials and the NRF2. Just tell them do that and hold off until we know how much we're going to have then. Because I know people are going to want to get started, but I don't want them to start and then stop. Even though Erica Dale, who is breastfeeding, nursing, she was on it. She shared her product with her husband. She hasn't been on it for 3 weeks, and she said she still feels good and she's still seeing results. But I'm telling you, once you get on this, you're going to want to stay on it for the way you feel above and beyond the weight loss. Okay. So I can't stress that enough. I just had a brand new customer tonight, and I told them, if you can do it, you need to swing it. You need to order 2, then go back in and you can adjust your subscription to 1 and then set your subscription for November 5th. And I told them, knowing that you will probably get charged on November 5th. I hope they change that, but if they don't, you have to tell people that, you guys, and just whether you like it or not, you have to tell people that. Don't let them find that out on a whim, and then then that's just a bad feeling. Okay. Again, there's nothing we can do about that because we didn't make that decision. People might understand that. But if you're honest that way, then maybe they will just put it off until a little bit later. Okay. It's going to be a great product forever. It's going to be here forever. And once they get caught up, just like the collagen, once they get caught up, it's going to be here forever and they won't have that problem. But for now, that's what we're up against. Okay. So while you're sitting here and you're thinking this, you might be going, well, boy, this sounds serious. I'm probably going to order more. You do what you want. I have several ordered. Okay. But I'm not going to be able to supply everybody who said, I didn't do it. I just should have, and I didn't. I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm just going to tell you that right now. So please don't reach out to me and say, Sandy, do you have an extra one that I can buy from you? Because I'm not going to have those. Okay. Right now there's supply. That's all I'm telling you. Okay. So again, what we did leading up to this, now we can just say launch number 2. If you people aren't going to get started, launch number 2 will be happening whenever. Okay. It's going to be fabulous, you guys. And I cannot wait. Honestly, that's why I want you to document so much and share so much in our GLP-1 group, in our biohackers group. Share away and tell us what's going on, because I want to hear it. I know you guys are tired of seeing the same pictures of the same people, even though those people we're seeing less and less of them. That's what I said on stage. I couldn't believe when I walked into the room the other day and Club 55 was standing in there. And I was just staring at people, creepily looking at people's bodies going, oh my God. And I will tell you, the men, all those guys that had those, you know how men have these bellies, gone from all of those guys. And I was just blown away. And everybody just looked so youthful. And everybody feels so good. It was just, and again, the tears just flowed. We were all so happy to see each other. We'd just seen each other 7 weeks ago. None of us looked the same. It was crazy. And it was kind of like a resonating thing around there. I didn't hardly change a thing. I didn't try to lose weight. I just wanted to see if this would just work. And it did again. So your body going to work the way it needs to. Now, again, y'all know I love doing challenges, and I think this is going to be great. You can unwrap the best gift you've ever given yourself for Christmas on Christmas Day by getting started on this. And so it's going to be, if we start on the 21st, on December 19th, that'll be 60 days. And the only reason I did a 60-day challenge is because those packages come in 30, 30, and 30. Okay. I guarantee there's going to be people that start before the 21st, and I don't blame them. I would do it, not the day that I get it, you guys, because you want to make sure that you take those two 2 capsules first thing in the morning with water. You can take fat burn with it. You can take anything that doesn't have calories. You can take that. But for 30 minutes, she's fine. But for 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes, you don't want to take in any calories if you want the absolute best results. So I had somebody say, oh, but I just don't know if I can wait that long to drink my coffee and creamer. Then don't do it. Because I'm like, can you, I can't deal with people with that kind of mentality. Or, oh, what does it taste like? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to taste it. If it tasted like crap, I would take it knowing what it does for me. You got to get past that kind of mentality. So I just really don't deal with people. You want to make a change in your life, you want to feel better, then you figure it out. Okay. With the powder, guys, it's 4 scoops a day, and they could be heaping scoops because you're going to have some left over if you don't. Okay. And it says right on there, the heaping scoops. But I mix mine with my daily wellness and my prebiotic every day. And I didn't do that because I didn't like the taste. I'm going to be honest with you. I've never tasted it by itself because I drink those 2 things first thing in the morning anyway. Why not combine it so that I could just drink water? Okay. Do it however you want. And I took 4 scoops for 6 weeks, I think. I took 4 scoops all at the same time. And I'll look at these questions when I'm done, guys. But I took 4 scoops at one time. Bethany, will you bring that powder over to me that's sitting on the counter? Anyway, oh shoot, okay, so you can take 4 scoops at one time, or you can take 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, like later in the afternoon. And I think that would be a good way for people to start, especially if you kind of have the snackies or munchies and stuff in the evening, if that's the time you graze. A lot of people just don't like to have to do things twice, but I think that what you need to do is find out what works best for you and do that, as long as you get all 4 in throughout the day. Okay, I've been watching my grandkids and everything. I still haven't taken my second 2. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to take it before I go to bed. I'm going to make sure I do it. Okay. But I do want you guys to know that that's up to you. You can take it however you want. After those 2 capsules are taken in the morning, that's really the activator. And then this is what supports that activator. Then you can take in the calories that you want and do whatever you want. But I am going to really encourage you to do the things that I do encourage you to do in our group challenges of eliminating processed food and processed sugar. Just eliminate that as much as you can, because that's good for you anyway. Eating from God's garden and using God's pharmacy, you're going to feel great. I'm not going to force you to do anything, but if I'm eating less throughout the day because I don't feel like eating, why would I put garbage in my body? I want to make sure that I eat well. And I'm telling you, just make sure that you're eating good lean proteins, just like you do now. Don't overthink you're going to be losing muscle, because you're not, but you want to eat good lean proteins anyway. That's something that you should be doing all the time. Okay. And so I'm going to open it up now for questions. Guys, I can't emphasize enough talking about it. People are going to love seeing this beautiful packaging, but you know what they're going to want to see? They want to see results. They want to see pictures. You show pictures, guys. And here's the thing. We know all these people. We already have other companies. My picture got shown from another company. They used my picture and said that I was using their product. And one of my friends recognized me and said, I thought you were doing, it's happening. And so it's crazy, whatever. I mean, like, okay, if people are that desperate to do stuff like that, that's crazy. But in this new study, you guys, if you go in there, those are the people who weren't on any kind of activators at all. There's pictures of them and they're really good. Okay. And so use that again. And even if you have a picture of you last year, I'm thinking people last year at Christmas showing a picture of themselves this year at Christmas, that's going to be what people are drawn to. Be authentic. Please don't over exaggerate. You do not need to say that you've lost more weight than you did. All of those things, do everything with integrity. Now, I'm going to open it up. Unmute yourself. If you were at the event, unmute yourself and say what you loved. I'm going to go through some questions here, and I'll answer those as somebody unmutes. So take it away, somebody, while I'm looking at these questions. Don't be shy. And don't everybody talk at once, because this is getting overwhelming, all of you talking at once here.
So I have a question. Does the powder have calories? I didn't look at that.
40 calories.
Okay, thank you.
So that's why they say don't take this 30
With
minutes.
it.
Yeah, so 40, yeah, don't take it with
Okay.
it. Lori said, I just ordered again. Do you have to do the powder 30 minutes later, or can you wait? You can wait, Lori. That's a great question. So my question for
Come
me,
on, Ellie.
intermittent fasting. So I don't
This
eat
is ridiculous.
anything and until 11 a.m. But I still take those pills first thing when I wake up. Okay. Misty, was that Misty that asked that question?
No, just the calories. I asked that one. I'm not sure who asked the other one.
Okay. Okay, Lori did. All right. Any other questions?
Yeah, what was Lori's question? I didn't hear it and you didn't quite answer it.
Oh, I'm sorry. She said, do you have to do the powder 30 minutes later, or can you wait? You can wait. It does not have to be exactly 30 minutes. It has to be at least 30 minutes after you take the pills.
Thank you.
Any calories. It doesn't even have to be the powder. Even if you were going to drink Axio, you have to wait 30 minutes after you take the pills. Okay. And then Lori said, my sister ordered and she's not activated. I hope she uses this correctly so she has good results. Absolutely, Lori. And I think she will. I just know that those of us who are activated, our results were amplified, and we're just seeing leaner muscle and things like that right off the bat. So those of you who are activated, you're going to be like, woo, you're going to love it. But people still had results, and good results, visible. You saw the pictures, pretty crazy. Okay, so, and I'm looking and I'm not seeing anything else. I would love help coaching that 60-day challenge. If any of you guys are willing to hop in, I'm going to try to get that organized this week when I get home and figure that out. But people need to hear more from more people than just me. Okay. There is so much talent in this team, so many knowledgeable people. And not only would I love the help, but the people that you have on product, guys, they need to hear from you too. And if they see you as a leader, that's going to even build their confidence that much more. So if there's something that you would like to do, or you have let's just say that maybe you don't want to help coach the challenge, but you're really good at making flyers, or you're really good at coming up with some information, whatever your talent is, we want to use that, because I don't want to be the only one. I'm doing all the talking tonight. I'm going to be turning these calls over to you guys, because you deserve it. You need to be doing these. And I don't want to scare anybody either. Don't run off because I ask you that. I'm not going to make you do anything, but you never grow unless you get outside your comfort zone.
Sandy,
he probably would have done my call tonight. Stephen, yes.
I got on late just a few minutes ago. Let's see, 2 questions. Hey, now, are we supposed to ask the questions live? I don't find a place to type them. That's not question number 1 of 3. Where am I supposed to type?
If you look on the bottom of your screen, you could see a chat box, but I'm totally okay with you opening your mic and just asking. This is fine.
Well, I'm looking for the chat box. Notes?
No, but it's not.
There it is. Okay, I see it. Okay. Question number 2. What was it? Yeah, of the people in the trial, were there any who did not lose weight? Do you know?
I think everybody lost weight, but there were some people who didn't lose very much weight. Like I lost, in 8 weeks, I've lost 11 pounds. Okay. I think that's still a lot, and especially if I keep it off, but there are people who lost 16, 20 pounds in that amount of time. It's all about your body. But what we saw is that they weren't losing weight. Like some of them lost 4 and 5 inches in their stomach and lost 3 or 4 pounds. It was crazy. So again, it's not all about weight. You were at the conference, you know that. And I know that you're a doctor, so you understand that. But people are going to lose weight. If they've got weight to lose, they're going to lose weight. And, if people are, like even with Ozempic, and I shouldn't say the words, but even with the injections, guys, people lose weight and they lose a lot of weight, but they lose a lot of other things too. They lose muscle, they lose hair, they lose bone mass, they lose a lot of things. They lose the ability to digest food. Their stomachs, some are paralyzed. There's a lot of bad things. Here's the thing. We didn't have anybody that had a bad side effect in the whole
Okay. Okay,
thing.
that's good. Yeah.
We did have a few people who were weaning themselves off of like Manjaro or some of the other things. And one of the girls, Tracy, said she got off too quickly. She went cold turkey and she said she doesn't recommend people do that. She recommends they wean. But then another person said, I went off cold turkey and I did fine.
Okay.
Everybody is different and every body is different. And you need to be aware of your body and listen. What was your third question, Stephen?
Question number 3. What was it 8 weeks or 12 weeks or what? What was the trial? I mean, it was
For the
Okay, sure.
55 of us, it was 8 weeks. It's 8 weeks last Saturday that we got it.
okay.
And the
And
other trial, I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't read through it to know exactly how much time it was. Somebody on here probably has seen
I
it.
believe it was 12 weeks for the trial.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right.
And my question on that, where do we find the trial and the pictures you were referring to?
Well, if you go to your site and you click on Mind Body, there is so much information there that you will be spending a lot of time, and that's where you're gonna find the studies. And if you go to hub.lifevantage.com, I don't know how many times I say this in a day. I want to start counting how many times I say, did you go to hub.lifevantage.com? How many of you guys have heard me say that a gazillion times? Everything that you need is there if you go there. There are assets for the mind body system. Everything is lined out for you. And even if you go into our GLP-1 groups and you do key searches on things, you're going to find a lot of really good information. Okay.
Speaking on the hub, under those assets, they have the start sheet that's very, very, very detailed, and also the tracker. That's a 2-page tracker that hits all of the. And so I printed those out to give to our people that have them.
Then those will be things that I give out in the group too. I also came across something that Shauna Michelle Poe did that I loved, and I included it in the emails that I sent out. I'm going to put it in that group, but I really want to protect them because they have been so gracious to let me use that. I don't want people just throwing that out there for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to make sure that we're keeping that tight. But they've got videos of people showing how to measure and everything. It's fabulous. It's so good. And so I'm telling you what, you guys, I'm connected with some of the most incredible people in the world just to help us. So any other questions?
Yes. Sandy, I had one of my customers, she has to have a procedure and she has to go off any blood thinning. Did they mention, do any of those herbal ingredients, did they talk about blood thinning at all?
You know, we just had such a short period of time. They do have I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but every convention we go to, all of the people who are in the medical field, or they call it I don't remember, the science people, whatever. If you have any kind of degree or background in medicine or holistic, whatever, they have a meeting and they're pretty stringent on who goes in there because it could be everybody. That's where they would have talked about that, and I haven't gotten that information yet.
I'll just have her show the doctor the ingredients and
100%.
Okay.
It's like eating food. I've had people say, is this going to interfere with my medications? And guys, this is food based. So if they eat food, unless they're allergic to an ingredient, it's not going to interfere with medication. Neither will NRF2.
Right.
So, you know, so anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sandy,
Yep.
I never, do you know, I did not receive any I wondered if there was going to be a healthcare gathering. I never heard of one. Did they have one? Do you know?
Yeah, they did. It was on the schedule. They had it at 7:30 on Saturday morning, but I was invited to that. So yeah, it was on the schedule. Somebody said it will not let me unmute whenever I'm on the phone. This happens. Kansas City was awesome. So glad I could be there. Okay. I'm not sure who that is, but we had a lot of people there. It was fun. Okay, not product related. However, where can I find training to help my team and myself with the back office? hub.lifevantage.com. And also if you go into this group, Team Big, and you search hacker huddles, I've done numerous team trainings, and some of them I was the only person on. And so I really love it now that we have lots of people on here. I knew this day would come. I just said, I don't care if I'm the only one on, I'm going to keep doing them. And look what, now I have all kinds of friends. I love you guys. Whoever's on the iPhone said, I'll help with the challenge. And I don't know who that is. So just text me at 719-696-0848 and let me know who you are. And Terry said she'd love to help with the challenge. Oh, good. Terry is switching from the shot. So that is so great. Terry, yay. And oh, it's Lisa. Lisa's on it. So Lisa Eddington. I'm guessing maybe at Lisa Bauer. I have 2 Lisas in my car. And my sister Deb. She was crazy. Okay. Anything else, you guys? I mean, like, this is huge. And so what I don't want you to do is people are gonna feel about things the way you feel about them, or the way that you put them out there. So if I go out there and go, oh man, I can't believe we're already running out of product, I'm never gonna do that. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I think it's amazing that we sold all that inventory. Well, we haven't yet. Okay, but I think it's amazing. It's just a testament to who we are and what we have and what people need and want. Okay, so I think that that's fine. But if I go out there and I complain, or I complain about the launch when the site was wonky and everything, I told people this might be how it is. You know who was on for 5 hours trying to place orders for their people? Me. And I didn't freak out about that because there was nothing I could do about it. And I knew that it was going to work itself out. I do understand why somebody wouldn't want to sit there on a Friday night for 5 hours. I get that, but some people got in within 20 minutes and it just was kind of random. Was it perfect? No. But you know what? It's worth it. You're going to get your products and you're going, I don't even remember. It's kind of like childbirth. I don't even remember the pain. I just remember how great the rest of this is because now I have this wonderful baby in front of me. So I always try to just stay positive and upbeat and all of the things, because that's what leaders do. But that's also exactly how I felt. There's a lot worse things in life than getting kicked out, and I did several times, and I couldn't help it. I just laughed, and all of us leaders were just like, this is insane. But it was so fun. So, and I know that a lot of people felt that way because we've been in this space before, and other companies, if theirs go off without a glitch and nothing, good on them. I'm happy for them. I hope that happens. But most often when that happens in a company, everybody's like, it's a good problem. We broke the internet. We ran into a snag. It's not a horrible thing. Okay. So we always just need to give people grace. It was so exciting. I have to agree, Jessica. And then people are, I think it's because we all thought it might sell out anyway. And guess what? We weren't wrong. It might. I don't know how long it's going to take. Here's another thing that I want you guys to keep in perspective is what I'm thinking. That very first shipment that went out, a lot of people ordered numerous. Like I have probably 20 systems. Okay. I have that many. I'm not giving them away to anybody. I have that many. Those are for my brand new people who want to start and they haven't gotten a chance. Look, somebody who's asking me later. Okay. I'm not going to order 20 systems next month. I'm not going to order 20 the next month. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that big influx, it's probably going to even out and we're not going to have too much. But also, with that being said, we're going to have a lot of people who are starting to share their results, and we may have a whole nother wave of people. It's not a bad thing. It's very good. Eventually it's going to even out. Again, I just am so emotional thinking about how much happier people are going to be soon, really soon. So, and some of those people could be you. So anybody else have any questions?
2 more.
Okay, Stephen.
See, number one, I'm curious. The itinerary that was posted online, it's not a big deal, but I'm just wondering where I missed that meeting. I didn't see it on the itinerary on the website.
Okay, I saw it. I don't remember where I saw it, but I
Okay.
did. I
All right.
should have let you know. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just wondering where,
I
if I'm,
think I think that Stephen, if you just keep this in mind, they always have it Saturday morning at 7:30. Lori, I know that when we went to San Antonio, it was like 7 or 7:30 in San Antonio on Saturday. So I would just, you know what I would do if I were you, Stephen? I'd ask before I go. If you haven't seen it, I'd say, hey, when is the meeting? Because I might forget to tell you.
yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, thank you. And since I, got on 20 minutes ago or whatever it was, you apparently talked about a 60-day challenge. Now, is this recorded? Where I can go back and hear whatever that
Yep.
was?
Yeah, I'll put the recording in our group, but it's a challenge. I coach these challenges all the time. Lori's helped me coach them. LaDon's helped me coach them. And so, yeah, I coach them a lot. Karen can kind of fill you in on that, but yeah,
Yeah, okay,
they're nice. And our whole organization, all of your people are welcome to join, and I give prizes out, and that you don't have to pay me for any of the prizes. You don't have to pay me anything to do them. I love to do it. But if you could kind of coach the people that you put in there and support them a little bit, so it's not just me doing that, that would be a huge payment.
got it, sure.
So let's see, I want to see is Nikki, are you on? Can you unmute?
Yeah, hi.
Okay, so I'm gonna spill the beans here. I asked Nikki, please don't tell anyone I did this, but I gave Nikki the extra that I was gonna have left. Because Nikki was in a point and she's like, I'm just desperate, and she's just talking so meanly to herself. So I know it. I saw her face before, and so I could want to cry every time I say it. People are going to be happier. But Nikki, can you give us a little bit of, what you experienced? And I don't know if you still have any left or if you're out right now.
I do have, I think, one more day left of the pills. I have quite a bit of the powder left. But yeah, my story is kind of a roller coaster. So a year and a half ago, I took some Ozempic as a sample, like a 6-week sample, and had side effects from that quite a bit. A headache and stomach ache and things like that. And then, whoops. Okay. And then my insurance wouldn't cover the GLP-1 that I wanted anymore. So just recently in the last couple of months, I finally got to a third party that was able to get me the they didn't do Ozempic, they did Zepbound, and I was able to get that. And then I went to Wegovy, and I wasn't really having side effects from it. I was having a few issues from that, but and then found out about LifeVantage doing the GLP-1, and Sandy was very supportive, and known you my whole life, and then you've cared for me since I was little, so I know and I trust you, and wanted to try the LifeVantage GLP-1. And so far so good. You talked about the flavor of the powder and stuff, which you need to get over the flavor and mix it with Axio or something like that, then go ahead and do that. But I have found that I don't have I like coffee, not every day, but I don't really crave coffee anymore. I'm full longer. I'm doing well with it. My body's trying to adjust to it, because getting off the Wegovy and getting onto this, they don't want you to jump from thing to thing because it causes pancreas issues and stuff like that. But I haven't really had any side effects or anything like that from this, and it's definitely helped my digestion for sure. So I'm got my I did get my order in, and so hopefully I did do like a 3 to 5 day expedited shipping on that. So hopefully it gets here
down
soon.
the road from you, Nikki. I'm here in Falcon. Blake
Oh, okay.
found some makeup while I've been talking here. Her mom had to go play volleyball, and doesn't she look beautiful? Smells
Beautiful. Good job.
I saw her walk out with a basket full of fingernail polish, so she's gonna stand here and talk with us, right?
Oh.
Boy, you got a lot of perfume on, baby. Whew. So I'm right down the street from you, Nikki. Okay,
I'm at the hospital right now. Actually, my husband had hip replacement surgery today. So he's blurred out over there, but so I'm just chilling at the hospital at the moment, but he's doing really well right now. So
that's awesome. He's activated too, so that's gonna be really great help for him. Yes, don't forget to connect with me. I'm glad that you're doing well. And I'm glad that you haven't noticed a lot of issues. Again, this is food-based, so it's like eating food, but it's just weird what eating this food does for us. What do you, oh, it's funny what happens when you're not looking.
right?
Anybody else have anything? Nikki, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. Okay, guys, well, if we're good, we're gonna call it a night here. And I need to pay attention to what's going on here. After mom left, it just shit hit the fan. So anyway, I love you guys so much. I'm so thrilled and we are so blessed. Don't ever take for granted what we have here and what LifeVantage has done and done it so well with so much integrity. It's just going to be such a blessing throughout, and your volume and your business will show that. So don't be afraid to share the whole menu with people. Okay. So thank you all so much.
Hey,
And
another question.
okay,
If you
Stephen.
don't mind, yeah. The I found the link in Team Big. Is it the same for all your calls?
No.
Okay.
No, I change it every time. And part of that is because we could get hacked, and that might have happened last week. If you guys saw some pornography on that call, I haven't seen stuff like that ever. So I knew exactly what was happening as soon as it started to happen. So I tried to end the call right away. So no, Stephen, I don't. You just need to, just know that we do this every other Monday, but for a while I'm doing them every Monday night so that I can bring as much information to you guys as possible.
Oh, well, I didn't know that because what I saw posted was every other, but okay.
I just watch every, Monday night. So I've been doing them every Monday night, and that's for anybody who wants to plug in. So,
And the new link is in the Team Big notes, or where do you get that?
I posted on the post that I do, and actually posted it really late tonight, but all of you jumped on because I thought I had put it on there. So anytime I post that, just look in that post and that's where the link will be.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, guys. Well, you have a great evening and feel free to reach out to me. I will be home Wednesday and it's going to be nose to the grindstone again. That you guys are going to be getting your products. So please, again, document, post in the group, and just be excited and post on your walls. Be excited about it. Great things coming. Rose, do you have a question?
Sorry, no, I was just waving goodbye.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll talk to you guys later. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sandy.